Good morning. Welcome to Peace Descendants, another conversation on peace and human security. Today, we are going to talk about nationalism. This morning, March 1st, 2021, as we were going to work, the BBC NewsHour, a program that is based in London and distributed by WAMU here in Washington, D.C., was airing a news from Myanmar talking about the protest and the killing of protesters. All of a sudden, Mr. William, who is here with me, began voicing his opinion about news and what kind of news we should be listening to. So, Mr. William, welcome. Please, can you introduce yourself?
Hello, my name is William, and
you need to speak up so that people can hear you.
oh, sorry. My name is William, and I like to go and play basketball outside, and I really like to go to school.
Very good. So this morning, you were hearing news from Myanmar, and you expressed concern. What was your concern about the news you were hearing?
My concern was that people are focusing more on, well, not like less important things, but they're
You need to speak up so that we can hear you properly.
It's because I'm far away, so I have to speak like this.
Yes.
My concern was that people are focusing on like protests and stuff and things that can be fixed easily, and they need to be, and instead they need to be focusing on like COVID-19 and inequality and stuff like that in America, instead of focusing on other people's news.
What do you mean by other people's news?
I mean that America is starting to focus on other people's news by like they're starting to focus on people's news who are all the way across the world and not on America's news.
So you were saying that the people in Myanmar should be the one reporting Myanmar's news, and American journalists should be reporting American news. Can you talk a little more about that?
And so they need America can focus on their news, because I feel like our news is more important than other people's news, and Myanmar's news can focus on their news because their news is important to them, not our news not their news being important to us, and their news being our news being important to them.
So you believe that we should not know what is going on across the world?
I mean, we should, but they shouldn't be focusing on this for so long, because this started 3 days ago, and it's being talked about all the time, and they can focus it on one time, and then that can be the end of it.
So I'm really kind of interested in knowing, why do you have these strong feelings that, yes, American journalists should focus on American news instead of focusing on news elsewhere? Where is this strong feeling comes from?
Because COVID-19 is killing a lot of people, and I heard that there was only a few. I heard that there was. Can you hear the fan, Daddy?
No, you go ahead. Don't worry about the fan.
I heard that that there were only 19 people killed, and that's a big number, but COVID-19 kills thousands every day, and America's starting to forget like it's even here.
So they were, you mean 19 people were killed in Myanmar, and
Hmm.
that is a lower number compared to the numbers of people killed by COVID in the United States.
Yeah, I'm not saying that the people in Myanmar, and like that's sad and all, but can't be. You have to focus on more important things. Like 19 is a big number, but compare 19 compared to 252,000 is really small.
Yes, I know that many Americans they have these feelings of supremacy and nationalism. Does do you have those kind of feelings that yes, America is number one, and then we need to focus on ourselves, and strong nationalism kind of feelings?
Well, as America, like Biden says, we need to come together instead of uh of pushing each other away from each other. So
But how does that have? What does that have to do with Myanmar's information and news? American people consuming, information about other people and knowing them what is happening with them.
that's my point. You see, when you just said like what does that have to do with what does Myanmar have to do with that? That's my point. It hasn't. Myanmar is a whole different country. It has nothing to do with nationalism in America.
So you know that there is interconnectedness among human beings. For
Yes.
example, Coca-Cola that is made in America can be consumed in Myanmar, and other things that we make go to Myanmar. So there is connectedness there. And also we have shared humanity. So how far are you willing to go in really uh, in saying, in believing that we should not be listening to news from elsewhere, but we need to focus on news here at home, here in the US?
Well, when you put it that way, the people who come here to America from Myanmar, they can their parents and stuff can listen to the news. They have YouTube videos and stuff about news of Myanmar news. They can watch those, but just
But you don't want to listen to the to Myanmar news because you are not from there. Is that
right,
what you are trying to say?
right. I'm not trying to say prevent anybody from listening to it. I'm just trying to say that okay, we can focus on more important things now. Like I'm not trying to say like they can't talk about anything from elsewhere. What I'm trying to say is that they can talk about it once and then they can just move on with more important things.
Oh well. This is Peace Descendants. We focus on peace, human security, and peace in the world. So it is my opinion that it is important that Americans and anybody should be listening to news across the globe because of our shared humanity. Yes, Americans' news need to be shared, but also having knowledge about what is going on elsewhere is very important. Our solidarity can also improve the livelihoods of other people elsewhere where they are hurting. And as you know, Myanmar is going through a very difficult problem with the military taking over and taking the elections victory from civilians. And then it is our responsibility to say, no, uh, you can't do that. Somebody can't win elections and then you take them away from them because you know, you are military. So what I'm trying to say to you, Mr. William, is that our solidarity with the whole world is very important. And knowing what is going on over there should be equally important because our solidarity with other human beings is very important. Do you have a closing statement?
No, I'm okay.
You are okay? How old are you?
10.
You are 10. And which grade are you in?
5th.
You are 5th grade. Okay. You have a TikTok channel, you have a YouTube channel. Would you like people to go to your channel and see what you are up to?
No.
Oh, you are okay. For disclosure, William is my son, and I am very proud to mentor him and bring him along as a Peace Descendant member. And thank you for your time, William. Have a nice day.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.